Hello, everyone. Welcome to the introduction to the Japanese cosmetic market and how U.S. companies can expand cosmetic business in Japan. We're very happy for you to be joining us. My name is Brittany, and I am the U.S. sales exec for Tokyo Cosmetic. I will be moderating today's presentation. In this webinar, we will be giving a brief introduction to the Japanese cosmetic market with the opportunities for U.S. companies. We will also be going over the upcoming 2018 trade event, Tokyo Cosmetic, and regulatory information to the Japanese market. Once that is completed, we will finish with a brief Q&A, so please make sure you submit any questions you may have in the questions box. To start off, we will hear from Mr. Chris Ono, who is Senior Commercial Specialist from the U.S. Embassy in Tokyo, Japan. Take it away, Chris.
Thank you, Brittany. And good afternoon and good evening, everyone. First, let me introduce who we are, what we do. We are commercial service Japan, overseas post of a USA Department of Commerce. We support U.S. companies' products and services to export to overseas market, where we have over 80 posts located in U.S. embassies and consulate. My name is Chris Ono. I'm responsible for the Japanese market. I'm delighted to speak on behalf of a Commercial Service Japan, CS Japan for short, to introduce the Japanese market. And for that purpose, from the viewpoint of our missions, we provide a number of cost recovery-based services, value-added services, to help U.S. companies to enter the market and expand existing businesses. And this trade event is a certified trade event by the United States Department of Commerce headquarters. We believe this event is the best avenue for you to be in front of a potential business partners and retail prospects. Besides the U.S. government mission, personally, I have a very important mission to fulfill. Last night, my teenage daughter told me that I have to bring more U.S. products, cosmetics brands and products to the Japanese market. She's into cosmetics. And even this morning, she reminded me that, saying that, Daddy, you gotta go get them. So now here I am. I'm under a very important mission to perform. Now let me begin, joking aside, introducing the Japanese market. I have 4 agenda items that I'd like to cover if time permits. I know some of you have already existing business in Japan, and my information might not be a first-hand, maybe secondary information to you. But for those companies, individuals exploring, thinking of trying Japanese market, I tried my best to provide useful information for you. First, why Japan? People say that the Japan, because of an aging society, the market is not growing. In some way, that's true. 2 years ago, Japanese market seems to have peaked out somehow. But if you look at the Japanese market numbers from a holistic point of view, still Japan is the 3rd largest cosmetics market measured in terms of retail sales, only after the United States and China. But when you see per capita populations, Japan is by far the largest market. The global average is about $61 consumption per capita. Japan, little shy of $300. Even the United States, 270s. China, guess what? even below average, $36. Credit goes to Euro Monitor. And Japan, as part of largest market in Asian Pacific, which is about 30% of a global market. The worldwide global market is $443 trillion. In Asia Pacific is about 31%. One and a half times larger than the North American market. Out of which Japan is about 1/3 of total Asia Pacific market. So you'll see how important the Japanese market is size-wise. Not only the size, but recent trends. Largely due to Japanese government efforts to attract more foreign tourists to Japan, last year Japan attracted more than 20 million foreign tourists, largely from neighboring countries, China, Hong Kong, Korea, Singapore, Thailand. United States is the 6th largest, I think, 5th, if not, I'm not mistaken. And the Japanese government is aiming to double the numbers by the year 2020. Why this is important? Because those tourists enjoying tremendous shopping binge, shopping spree. In Japanese, they call it bakugai, explosive buying. I saw many Korean tourists buying even eye drops, the boxes full of eye drops for souvenir, whatnot. So once your products are noticed in Japan, they will go back to the country, and quite good chance for additional opportunities in the neighboring market. So that's the gateway to the Asia market as well. And United States is the 2nd largest exporter to Japan, only after France. And still the US has good chance of expanding the market share in Japan. Before looking at the statistics, let us clarify what the cosmetics we are talking about today. In Japan, under the Japanese Pharmaceutical and Medical Devices Act, the cosmetics are divided into 2 different registration categories: regular cosmetics and medicated cosmetics under quasi-drug, which is almost equivalent to OTC drug type of products, which require to be approved by the government. So combination of cosmetics and medicated cosmetics are the products that we are talking about. And you can read the definition of cosmetics: mild action on the human body. And we have hair care, skincare, makeup, fragrances, oral care, and others. Quasi drugs. Anti-dandruff, for example. Skincare, lotion, creams, packs for anti-acne, anti-chapping, with active ingredients. Other types of medicated cosmetics that we're going to talk about. Greater statistics consist of both cosmetics and medicated cosmetics. Now, market data. Takeaway from this table are 2 things. First, looks like a total market might be slowed down a little bit, but year to 2014 is the highest market since year 2003. Japanese domestic manufacturers have started expanding export efforts, mainly Asian market. The United States market comes 6th place. At the same time, Japanese import of foreign products to Japan have been enjoying rather steady, healthy demands. So that's the opportunity that I'd like to highlight, that with good quality products and good branding strategies, your new products might have a chance to find the market here. United States, 17% of market share out of 259 billion Japanese yen, which is 2.3 billion US dollars. And Thailand's come to third, but they are mainly OEM, ODM manufacturing countries for Japanese toiletry companies and some US brands. And out of the total import, skincare are the dominant core segment. Historically, makeup comes at second, but lately hair care, demand for hair care has been on the rise. And from this chart, you can see the growth trends. And interestingly, oral care, like organic toothpaste, are high in demand. From time to time, I receive trade leads from Japanese companies looking for certain products like hair care, oral care products, and skincare, of course. So this event is one of the avenues to provide you with, to be in front of the potential business partners. And Japan has 4 distribution channels. The first one, counseling-based sales system, is for the luxury items. General distributorship, meaning the freestanding boutiques as well as a drugstore chain and lifestyle stores. And direct marketing, including internet, are here, and which I'd like to talk a little bit about a little later on. And others, mainly professional routes, whatnot. And the sales-wise, you see drugstore is a leader, but depending on your branding and pricing points, we're happy to sit down and discuss with you how your entering strategy might be. So this is just to give you an overview of how the Japanese sales channels are demarcated. And you see a number of American brands doing good business in Japan vis-a-vis Japanese domestic market, domestic manufacturers, but still with good products and quality branding, you stand for a good chance of market entry. On the other side, contract manufacturing are also on the rise, expected to grow further. Why? Because even the domestic manufacturers wanted to work with contract manufacturers due to production capacity constraints, and also retailers wants to have their own private brand products. And there are certain core demands for USA branded products, and therefore contract manufacturers of the United States might have business opportunities here. And at the same time, as I mentioned earlier, that the Japanese manufacturers are looking for overseas market, and going forward, I expect USA's market is expected to be on the increase. Therefore, services for the Japanese manufacturers will be generated from there. And what's going on in the marketplace, trend and future potential market that I'd like to talk about. Yes, aging society, mature market, but at the same time, that presents tremendous business opportunities. And in the marketplace, cost setting, like apparel stores sell certain cosmetics that has a similar taste and lifestyle, and men's market getting very strong. I put on hair wax today with the brand that I'm helping now to enter the Japanese market, I noticed the tremendous demands growing for the men's grooming products. And new ingredient, like new products like stem cells and all-in-one gel, aging care products are always there, and organic products are still strong in demands, and oral care new trends of new demands growth. So raw materials ingredients are also high in demands, and that's the reason why we support Cosmetic as our certified trade events. You can meet the potential business partners out there. On the other trade event that I worked with, there were a number of U.S. ingredient manufacturers. That event were not perfectly fit for them, but they attended the Cosmetic last year and told me with a big smile that only within the first day they met the total more trade leads than they met from other trade events. So if you are the OEM manufacturers as well as a service and raw material providers, Cosmetic is one of the venues that you want to consider to meet with potential business partners from Japan, not only from Japan, but the neighboring markets as well. And the regulatory regime. How are you going to enter Japan? Because of the Japanese law, you need to work with qualified importer, distributor, and or agent that has proper cosmetic import license as well as a medicated cosmetic import license. There are a number of laws involved in the market entry process, but I don't want to bore with those legalese, and because of the time constraints, I'd like to refer the legal part to my colleagues from READ, who is going to talk about the regulatory process from the viewpoint of applying for the trade event later on. And I'm happy to address any questions going forward. So please send me your message, email address later on. I will come back to you as soon as I can. With that, I would like to conclude my presentation and turn the microphone to my colleagues. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Now we will hear from Saya, Makako, and Irie from the Cosme Tokyo and Cosme Tech team.
Hi, let me introduce you the show outline. We have two concurrent shows. One is Cosmetic, which is Asia's leading B2B show for cosmetics ingredients, private label, and packaging. The other is Cosme Tokyo, which is Japan's largest B2B show specialized in cosmetics. If you are considering to expand business to Japan and Asia, our shows are the best gateway. In the next edition, we are expanding show scale dramatically with two new shows. It's Health and Beauty Goods Expo and Inner Beauty Tokyo. It will be held as the world's leading exhibition for whole cosmetics, whole beauty, and health industry. This change will bring a lot more visitors to our shows. Therefore, this is the best timing for you to exhibit. This webinar focuses on Cosme Tokyo and Cosmetic. The next show dates are on January 24th to 26th next year in Makari Messe. And it's becoming larger every year. Next time we are going to have 1,000 exhibitors and 30,000 visitors. It's very international exhibition. We have exhibitors from 40 countries like Italy, France, USA, UK, Israel, like all over the world. So because our shows are very well known for the best gateway to Japanese market. And we have quality buyers from Japan and whole Asia, and it's B2B show. So it's best for international exhibitors to find business partners in Japan. Many of the visitors are decision makers, such as CEO, executive, director, and manager. So you can expect good show results. Next, I would like to introduce the details of each show. First, Cosme Tokyo. It's Japan's largest show specializing in cosmetics with USA pavilion inside. If you have finished cosmetics products, I highly recommend you to exhibit at Cosme Tokyo. The exhibitors are like color cosmetics or body and skincare, like all kind of cosmetics. And who you can meet, the visitors are Japan's importers and wholesalers, also retailers and the salons. And why exhibit at Cosme Tokyo? First, you can find importers and distributors in Japan, which is a very important step for international companies to newly enter this market. So Cosme Tokyo offers a great opportunity to meet those importers and distributors. Second, you can also meet Japan's retailers. Actually, import cosmetics are on the rise all over Japan, and many buyers from mass retailers visit our show to seek for new products. Also, there are more and more cosmetics shops specialized in import cosmetics in Japan. Like you can see in the left side, this store is called Cosmic Kitchen, and they have over 5,000 items only importing from other countries, and they have increasing number of stores. And the store you can see in the right side is the same kind of store. These stores means we have high demands for import cosmetics in Japan. In addition to Japanese buyers, of course, we also have many buyers from other Asian countries such as China, Taiwan, Indonesia, Philippines, Malaysia, and Singapore, and many more. We invite the key buyers who have like hundreds and thousands of stores in Asia and arrange meetings with exhibitors. More than 475 meetings were arranged by us last time. Next, let me introduce you Cosmetic. If you have cosmetics ingredients or private label or packaging, I highly recommend you choose to exhibit at Cosmetic. The exhibitors are container packaging and private label OEM ingredients, and also tools and accessories for cosmetics and some laboratory devices. The visitors are cosmetics manufacturers and also retailers with private label cosmetics, and also newcomers from other industries. Actually, Japan's top 10 cosmetics manufacturers all visit Cosmetic. Like the companies you can see here, like Shiseido or Kao, Pola. I believe most of you have heard of their company names. Every year, they visit our show to find new business partners from overseas. This is just excerpt from the visitor list of Cosmetic 2017. This, as you can see on the right side, we have the visitors with high title, like chief or manager, or that kind of decision makers are mainly visiting our show. And also, as you can see in the center, we have a variety of departments of the cosmetics manufacturers visit our show because they are seriously considering to order ingredients or OEM or packaging. Also, for those companies have ingredients, I'm glad to tell you that there are many raw material importers from Japan visit our show. The company names you can see here are all leading raw material importers in Japan. They're visiting every year to find new ingredients from overseas. In addition to cosmetics manufacturers, we also have, in Japan, there are many retailers who have their own private label cosmetics. And they will visit our show as a very important opportunity to find a business partner to make their own private label cosmetics.
Hi, this is Mikako. I'm in charge of the USA. Thank you very much for coming this webinar. From this part, let me introduce some of the merits of exhibiting at US Pavilion. As you all know, and this year US Pavilion get a strong support by US Commercial Service. We are going to support you many kinds of the services. We can introduce you and your product's information to Japanese market before the show. First, we can make international cosmetic sourcing guidebook. You just register information of your product's characteristic, your company history in English, okay, and send us some of the photos. Then we can translate it to Japanese language and make this nice guidebook. We also distribute it to around 10,000 buyers who are looking for to international exhibitors. Second, we send a lot of the email featuring USA products. We have a huge database, so we can send around 140,000 Japanese buyers and importers. They're a very great opportunity to marketing and PR of your products to Japanese market. We also have the other service as following. Enjoy various supporting service as exhibitor inside the US Pavilion. This is USA Pavilion booth design and branding image. Pavilion exhibiting plan, they are all included the necessary furniture, so very, very convenient. You can see some exhibiting plan for each size. I recommend you to take around 2 visits because this is enough size to set up the meeting set, display tables, everything. Anyway, please contact me after this webinar in more detail as your requested booth size. Looking forward to seeing you all at USA Pavilion in Tokyo. Thank you.
Hi everyone, this is Ivy from Exhibitor Support. I am in charge of all international exhibitors and will be supporting you until the show. In my part, I would like to explain to you about cosmetics export assistance for those who are planning to bring their products to Japan. As Chris explained to you in the first part, there are many complicated procedures to bring cosmetics to Japan. For international exhibitors, we have prepared a special assistance service to make the procedures more simple. We have 2 options depending on the purpose. Either 1, on the left side, for exhibit-only purpose. You cannot give out any samples for this choice. Or 2, for exhibit and give out samples purpose. The processing fee is as you can see for each choice. As noticed, USA Pavilion exhibitors have a special opportunity. If you choose the left choice to just exhibit, you may bring up to 20 different products for free. Be aware that this does not include any transportation fees, and the fee may change depending on what products you plan to bring. So here's how to take our assistance service. First, submit application. Second, prepare all necessary documents. Please look at the screen to check the necessary documents that you need to give us for each choice. All registration and file information uploads can be done on the exhibitor's website, which will be open to each company after you apply. After that, Medilex, our official contractor, will prepare the documents for government approval. Then, ship your products to Japan. As the products arrive Japan, Medilex will do the import and deliver your products to your booth. All you have to do is to submit some documents and ship your products to our show. So please be sure to utilize this service to bring your products and show them at the exhibition. For other questions about the preparation and details about this service, feel free to ask our support team anytime. Looking forward to see you at the show.
Thank you, Saya, Makako, and Irie. Now we will be moving on to the Q&A portion to answer a few questions. Any questions that we may not answer, we will be sure to send an email with the information that you're looking for. Just give it a couple seconds to see if to generate some questions here. Okay, so it looks like we have one. Do we need to hire an interpreter? We do strongly recommend you hiring an interpreter, as it will help you conduct business more efficiently to achieve better results. We do offer official corporate interpreter companies that will help assist with this. Okay. Another question we have is, how do I get my products to Japan? As Irie had mentioned, we help newcomers import their cosmetic products to follow the Japanese pharmaceutical law through an official certified importer. And we also offer official freight forwarding that can assist with shipments of your products to the show. And I believe that is all the time we have for some questions. But if you are interested in receiving this presentation, please let us know. We will send out the information of Cosme Tokyo and Cosmetech following this webinar, and Mr. Chris Ono's portion by request only. So thank you so much again for joining us, and we hope to see you at Cosme Tokyo Cosmetech 2018.